All right, good afternoon. It is February 27th. We did this job February 27th, 2025. We started this job this week on Monday. Went into Tuesday just a couple hours due to the amount of sheeting and everything like that. Split crew doing a second job. Anyways, Wednesday was rain date, didn't come out, and today is Thursday, doing my final check over everything, magnet, little quality control, stuff like that. But the reason I wanted to shoot this specific video was the TAMKO Titan XT shingles ability to seal down. Somebody had commented, oh, well, that was the north section. What about the southern section? So first of all, I don't know where they're watching from. In my area in the north, in Indiana, the sun in the winter is down to the south. So the southern sides get the sun, the northern slopes don't, or east-west, they're kind of mediocre. They get a little bit of sun. So we're just gonna go around and show the ability of what this has sealed down. By the way, today it is 51 degrees. I checked just a minute ago. If you look at Kokomo, Indiana weather, 46901 area code, historically date today, it's 50 degrees right now. The sun has been decent at points of the day, but there's a lot of cloud cover kind of moving in. When I first got here, before running the magnet, this side was reading 99 degrees. This side was about 80 degrees. Same on the east slope, it was about 80 degrees. This side was near 90 degrees. The sun went behind some clouds, started running the magnet, so we're gonna check this. As you can see, it's dipping behind another cloud right now. It's not gonna be the 100 like it was, but it is 72 degrees, 71 degrees. It's still, I mean, it's not hot at all. It doesn't even feel comfortable. It's just, it's what it is, you know? It's like what you would expect your house to be in the hot summer. It doesn't feel bad, but it is stuck down. They are sticking. You can see if I try to tug on it, it's stuck down. Now the old Heritage line, their seal strip would never activate. I don't care if it's a 100-degree day and you're installing it in the sun and you're stomping on it, you put weight on it, whatever, it never sealed. Now, when they did come out with the TAMKO Titan, I believe in 2020, 2021, they shipped that technology into the Heritage. So basically, the Titan XT and the Heritage are almost identical except for that performance nail strip that's embedded on the back side of this. So, to my knowledge, they should seal down. I plan on testing that if you want to cut the budget down to Heritage, although I wouldn't recommend it because the performance nail strip has so many more advantages, which I'll talk about. As the sun comes back out, we'll get into this and just kind of spot check some other areas here. So this is basically the southern side here. It's, what is it, like 3 o'clock, maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. So south is kind of this way. The sun's not directly overhead. It is kind of in the southern hemisphere as it makes its way back up to us in summer and slightly west. This is a neighborhood where the kind of roads wind around, so it's not exact. Most homes in our area are just lined up with the county roads. This one's slightly off. But this whole side, let's just randomly walk to a little spot here and check. Stuck down. They're all stuck down. The temperature, about 70 degrees or so. So the day we did this, we started putting them on Monday evening. Tuesday was decent. They had a chance to seal down. Wednesday was overcast, rain, drizzle all day. This is going to be, for the most part, a west-facing slope. I'm going to guess it's about 70 degrees. It's actually colder, but they're stuck down. Anywhere randomly, just picking spots, they're stuck. So if you see it flexing, what you're seeing right here is where two shingles come together. Let's see where the pattern is here. Might be a little weird the way this valley was built right here, but let's see if we can find a... Right here's a standard pattern. Right here's keyway, right there, right there, right there. So typically when this shingle is put down, there should be a nail in this spot, nothing in this general area for these two to come together right here. Then you'll space your other nails. So when you lift up on this, the seal strip is actually stuck, but you see how there's almost a bit of a fulcrum right over here? That's probably where that nail is pinning it down. And then right here's the edge of the shingle coming up. Right here's a nail, so if I grab this side, you'll see it pivot from here. You don't want nails in this area because water will come in this little area here. But point being, they're stuck down. Jump onto the east slope here, eastern-ish slope. It's going to be chilly because the sun's not out. They were way hotter from the sun radiating down. These almost 60 degrees. They're stuck down. I mean, I'm trying to lift here for you. I'm trying to not just have you take my word for it, but you can see what's going on. They're stuck. And jump on to what would be the north slope that is going to see the least amount of sun in my area. 57 degrees. And they're stuck down. So of the facets on this house, the facets this way, the north facing slope, are going to be the least amount of sun hitting it, and they are stuck down. So in the past, oh, that one pulled up a little bit, but again, like I said, yesterday it was completely covered with cloud cover. You can see those nails in there, not bad. So I want to point something out real quick when it comes to any shingle line and their performance strip, because I was just reading a comment minutes ago. Somebody was referring to the nail zone here being, I think, 1.25 inches. He was specifically saying GAF. Couple things with that. That might be the nail zone where they want you to shoot, and I think what the comment said he replied was, if you don't hit that little bitty common bond, they won't honor a warranty. Or if you shoot where they say they'll honor the warranty and you file a claim but it's blown through, they're not going to avoid it because or they're not going to honor it. They will avoid it due to the fact it's blown through. Now, I am bringing that up with a performance strip shingle, so whether it's the XT, the Dynasty, or the Duration, that nail, even if you fractured the fiberglass, and I want to try this on some shingles that are cold, turn the pressure up or turn the gauge down so it blows through farther. You might fracture the mat, but that nail zone, not the nail zone, the performance nail strip in there on the bottom is still holding that. And I want to do a lineup between the shingles and the mid-grade class. So Titan XT, Owens Corning Duration, IKO Dynasty, those are the mid-grade. I also want to throw in the GAF HDZs, the mid-grade, and the Certainteed Landmark Pros, the mid-grade. So they're all mid-grade shingles. And I want to compare the ability for the fasteners hitting down right there, how well they hit down in a cold mat or a cold shingle that fractures and snaps through, versus if you intentionally try to blow through the asphalt with a performance nail strip, how well it's actually going to hold down. So yes, this one did pop up. It's one that I was tugging on. Let's check a few more random ones. Again, this is the north slope. It's not going to get as much sun, but it's still sticking, but it's not great. We just literally installed this 2 days ago. They're stuck down. I mean, I'm impressed what they have done. It's stuck. We are February 27th. 2025. Eastern side. 60 degrees. They're going to slowly start rising up here due to the fact that the sun is starting to hit them. Western slope. 65, 67. Yeah. The Heritage, I've got some in my possession at my shop. I'm going to try it. Now, granted, somebody did comment weeks back when I showed those two shingles sitting on a piece of OSB in the wintertime out at my shop, or maybe it was in the fall, whenever it was. Those are laying on a piece of wood in the sun. I would expect at a certain temperature to start hitting. But here's the difference that somebody did bring up, and yes, I agree. The fact that if you have a roof line built, you've got an attic, there's going to be some retention of heat in there, some radiating heat into the attic, heating the area from underneath, almost like an oven, therefore baking the bottom side of the decking and heating the shingles. So it wasn't a complete fair comparison, but I just threw that down very impromptu. So anyway, I'm gonna get ready to wrap this up. I got one more to check out that we did. I want to maybe cover that and the ability of the shingles sticking down on it. Almost 60. But yeah, we're gonna open up the doors this year, I think, if we keep getting weather like we're getting right now, and press forward. With the GAF shingle, some things I don't like about it, even though it has a nail wide zone, it is super flat right there. It does not take much to pop right through. That with the Certainteed Landmark and Landmark Pro, both those I did Landmark Pro to be specific, a video on comparing several shingle brands and the ability for just the nail zone holding the shingle down. If you haven't seen that video, check it out. I'll try to link it in a card or the description or somewhere down below. Until next time, be safe. We'll see you then.